Graduate, hel- Hello, good evening, everyone. I am Anjali Yadav from Kirin Advisors. Welcome to the virtual IPO roadshow of Solar91 Cleantech Limited. Today, we will provide you overview of the company and its innovative business model. Solar91 Cleantech Limited, promoted by four IIT graduates, specializes in providing solar EPC services to commercial and industrial clients, managing the construction, operation, and maintenance of both grid connected and off grid solar power projects. The company has commissioned 191 plants across 13 Indian states and one international territory under the EPC business model and has completed six IPP projects with the total energized capacity standing at 94 megawatt DC. Today from management side we have Mr. Saurav Vyas, Chairman and whole-time Director. Welcome. Good evening, sir. Welcome.
Good evening.
Mr. Prateek Agrawal, Managing Director. Welcome, sir. Good evening.
Good evening.
Mr. Sandeep Gurnani, CEO and whole-time Director.
Good evening,
Welcome,
everyone.
sir. Good evening. Mr. Dhaval Basavla, whole-time Director.
Hi, good evening, everyone.
Good evening, sir. From Nanolia Financial Services Limited, we have CA Angad Singh, Executive Director. Welcome. Good evening, sir.
Hi, good evening.
Now we will be presenting a short AV of the company. Let's play.
By the sun, where energy flows cleanly, efficiently, and sustainably. Solar 91 Cleantech. And a focus on innovation, we're setting new standards in the industry. Our robust order book of 171 megawatts under IPP reflects our continued growth and commitment to renewable energy. Recognized with prestigious awards like the Platinum Category Award for EPC Company of the Year and the Entrepreneur of the Year Award, Solar 91's commitment to sustainability is clear. Whether it's large-scale industrial installations or rural agricultural solar projects under the PM Kusum scheme, we are on a mission to reduce carbon footprints and empower a cleaner tomorrow. At Solar 91, we're not just building solar plants. We're building a future powered by innovation, sustainability, and the limitless energy of the sun. Solar 91 Cleantech Limited, driving India's solar revolution.
Thank you. Now I request Mr. Saurav Vyas to give a brief journey of the company and talk about its future strategy. Over to you, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Anjali. Good evening, everyone. So, I'll start with the inception part of the company. We, as Anjali also mentioned and is also there in the AV, that we four founders are from different IITs. And me and Dhaval, we used to work, we used to run a boutique consulting firm. And Prateek and Sandeep were already working in the renewable sector. So in 2015, when we met for the first time in January, the idea was that me and Dhaval were looking, to diversify, move out from the boutique consulting and do something, something that grows and becomes big. And Sandeep and Prateek were very, very bullish on the renewable sector, especially the solar sector, where they were already working and they had decent, good experience of combined 4 or 5 years. And there is where the the discussion started, and from January to October a period of 10 months, we had loads and loads of discussions, and finally we the chemistry also was very good. Finally we could see where we wanted to move, how long we wanted to stay afloat and fight it out across. So there is where the entire conception of Solar 91 happened. And then came how to name it, right? So we wanted to put up a very simple name. And if you see solar is the word that strikes everybody, right? And we wanted to give it a flavor of India, so we said Solar 91, which is 91 is code, India code. So it's basically solar for India, right? When we started in 2015, till 2000, end of 2020, we were primarily EPC players doing as working as system integrators for commercial and industrial clients, a few government projects here and there. But at the starting of maybe 2021, we started thinking that we need to move to, from an EPC player to a power producer sector. And there is where we experiment with a couple of projects in Rajasthan. We saw the entire life cycle of how an IPP project works, right? And how successfully we can, run the show, and the returns are there to be seen. And once those pilots were done, then we decided in last year, at the start of last year, that we'll go full fledged into it. And currently we have an order book of 157 plus megawatts in distributed solar. And distributed solar is one thing where we want to focus and double down as well. uh, in terms of future growth, yes, we have multiple ideas. Obviously we want to grow our distributed solar multiple times, and also look into the solar parks. So we are already doing our groundwork on how to put up solar parks, what kind of solar parks will work, what models can be there, what financial models can come, right? So those that work has already started, and probably in next year or a couple of years we'll see that on in reality. So that is where we are. And for the presentation, I think probably Pratik will take over. So thank you, Anjali. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Swarab sir, for taking us through your journey. And now I request Mr. Pratik Agrawal to give a detailed presentation of the company. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Anjali, for giving me the opportunity.
Welcome, sir.
So, will it be visible on my screen also? Presentation?
No, sir.
No, sir. So, as Saurabh has told you about how the inception has been done about the company, so I would like to go through the journey when we started. In 2015, the company was started, and till now we have completed 190 plus projects, which accumulates to 94 plus megawatt of the solar projects which we have commissioned till now. And these are spread across the 13 states in India and one in Africa. These are the total 21 type of the different industries with who we have catered. We are having a team size of the 80 plus. We are obviously ISO registered company now. There are some financial figures that in financial year 24 we have clocked the turnover of 42.77 crores, and in H1 financial year 2025 we have clocked the turnover of 50.25 crores, with the EBITDA of 6.18 crores, and in financial year 24, EBITDA was 3.84 crores. Our vision was to, when we started in 2015, our vision was to start a company or to work towards the sustainability of India, in which we can change our energy consumption from the coal and the emission like petrol, diesel economy, to we can take it to the green energy thing. So we were looking at the vision of that, like the space available in India. The India is a land of the sun and sand, where we can do the we can install the solar project, and we can generate the power from that, which can be utilized and which can reduce the consumption of the coal power. With that vision, we started in 2015, and now we are building more projects with that vision only. This is our journey. In 2015, we incorporated. In 2018, we commissioned our first ground mounted project in UP. It was in Bundelkhand region near Hamirpur. So we have completed a project of 6 megawatt in which we developed it from the scratch, like from the development, land development to the project commissioning, and we are still doing the maintenance of that project. That has been done for an investor who has invested into the project and getting the power, doing the power sell to the UPPTCL. So this was an amazing learning which we have got in 2018. Then we were doing more rooftop and ground mounted both types of the projects. We have done few open access projects also in Rajasthan, and in 2021 we did two pilot resco projects in which we did the project at the milk manufacturing milk dairies in Rajasthan, like Saras Dairy. And then 2022 we got a funding from the Netherlands based fund, those who supported us for the subsidized interest rate funding, which is a 5% interest rate on the USD thing. And that's how our journey started growing for the IPP business. And 23-24 we were able to secure almost 157 megawatt of the IPP projects in our order book now. These are the some awards which we have received in past few years. In 2018 to 24, there are a lot many awards which we have won. We are obviously ISO registered company. This is our project which we have executed in near Jaipur. It's a very beautiful rooftop site on the metal forging unit. This is a team of the IITians which we are having. I think Anjali has already introduced for all of us. This is our board of the directors. Independent directors are also there. Few marquee investors are there. One is Mr. Prashant Jain, who is the ex-CEO of the JSW, and Mr. Krishna Pant, who is the co-founder of Sirma SGS Technology, which is a listed company also. There are a few other IIT founders who are backing us. So basically, we are into the three business verticals. One is the engineering, procurement, and construction of the solar project. Other one is the IPP model, which is IPP is like independent power producer. And then operation and maintenance, obviously the projects for which we have done the EPC or IPP both, we are doing O&M of that also. These are the some projects which we have done till now. The key projects, the 1.6 megawatt we discussed in the 2018, which we have developed. The 3 megawatt at Abu Road, this around 933 kilowatt ground mounted project developed at Dilwara, 1.2 megawatt developed at AIMS Bhubaneswar, and this 1.66 megawatt recently commissioned under Kusum scheme at Chittorgarh. So our approach of the business is like from the concept to conceptualization to complete commissioning. We are having the cluster based model and the single point of the contact with the client model, in which we try to maintain the projects in a particular demography, more and more projects, so that we can reduce our admin cost, and we try to maintain the relations with the customers or the investors in a manner that they will be updated for all the things at every point of the time. Current focus is obviously we are doing Kusum projects in Rajasthan and Karnataka. We are developing solar parks in Rajasthan, Karnataka, and Maharashtra, and these are our target states also. This is our objective to make the more and more order book of the IPP and EPC business and execute them on ground. This is our current portfolio. 147 megawatt under Kusum at Rajasthan and 24.5 megawatt under Kusum at Karnataka. We have already got the LOA and PPA signing is under process. Few EPC projects are also going on. So this is the business process overview, in which we can mention that what are the roles and responsibility the company as a Solar91 is doing when we are doing a EPC project, like from boarding the client to identification of the site, or doing the designing, engineering of that, and then facilitation of the debt financing, procurement of the material, then installation, approvals of the plants from the different government departments, and then operation and the maintenance. So this is the particular process which we are doing, and we are having the team in all the different verticals. These are the glimpse of the few exhibitions in which we have been participated, and we have been honored to share with you. This is the geographical distribution, the states. This is the representation of the states where we are present in India as development of the project. In these states, we have completed the projects. Sector wise, if we do the sector wise analysis, so we have done highest number of the projects in a particular stone and marble industry. Then we have done with the agro processing industry, textile industry, plastic polymer industries, metal industry, print media, automotive, hospitals, hotels, government institutes. So this means we are catering all the set of the verticals. We are not industry focused. And this represents that all the industries can get benefit of the solar power projects. Market trend, we all know that the demand of the solar is increasing rapidly. We are coming from that era in 2015 when we were actually explaining the customers the benefit of the solar power projects and the return over this, to a era where customer is like, I want to go for the solar power project for my factory, or I want to invest into this. I just want to do this. I know the IRR and all everything. I just want to finalize the project. So this is how the change has been done, and the fear of the technology has been removed from the customer's mindset and the people's mindset, and everyone is taking this technology as a commercially viable technology and adapting this. So, as a global solar industry is also increasing, because this is a need of the hour. It is not for the India; it is for the across the globe only. So, all the countries, those who are having any surplus land available, all the countries are having the power consumption. They are going for the solar projects into that. Government of India has also came up with a good plan under which the PM Kusum scheme, in which they are developing, they have segregated in a 2-3 manner, like development of the solar projects by the farmers and land, development, installation of the solar pumps at the agriculture fields, installation of the grid connected solar pumps also, and then development of the solar projects at the distributed substation level, in which a mini grid type is happening, like 2 to 5 megawatt or maybe 10 megawatt system has been installed at a village outside the grid level, which is powering the complete village agriculture thing. This is the industry benchmarking which we have done. You can check with the companies like Oriana Power and the Varis Universe. Both are the listed companies. So this is you can see that where we are standing in the numbers. Financial overview. I have told you, the revenue we have completed the financial year 22. It was 42 crores, 23 37 crores, 24 it's 42.97 crores, and September half this year financial year 24 half yearly is 50.53 crores. The EBITDA is also 60 lakhs to 83 lakhs, and then 3.84 crore, and now 6.18 crores. So that's how we are growing. These are the key ratios which you can see available on the screen, and details are also available. These are the consolidated key ratios. These are the consolidated P&L statements, which is also showing the numbers like income,
Next
EBITDA,
slide.
and PAT. This is a glimpse of the consolidated balance sheets. These are the cash flow highlights. So the way forward is the strategic advantage and core competitive strength is like we are the team of the engineers from the premier institutes and are having a team below us which is also very well qualified and dedicated team. We are having a good softwares also in place for the development of the project, so that we don't make any mistake at the time of the development of the project, because a mistake in terms of the designing can cost you more when you have to do it redesign or that kind of the thing. And we tries to build the project in a manner that it will at least go for the 25 years for which investor or the customer has taken an expectation of the solar project to be running. So that's how, with that vision and with those strategies and the plans, we actually develop the project. So this is with the experience and ability of thinking, we are able to develop that thing. We are expanding our IPP portfolio also, and we are developing our solar parks also. So both the spaces we are expanding now. This is like Solar91's edge. You can say that we are having a proven track record of the 9 years in the industry. We have done EPC and O&M of the lot of the projects, and we are maintaining it. We are getting the good projects from the government also, and expanding it and executing it. So that's how we can see that that's the edge for the edge of the Solar91. This is the issue overview, in which you can see that we are coming with the 54 lakh 36,000 fresh equity shares, face value of 10 rupees each, and issue size will be 106 crores. Price band will be 185 to 195 per share, and lot size will be 600 equity shares. Our issue will be opening on 24th of December, and issue will be closing on 27th of December. This is the object of issue, where we will be raising funds for the we are developing the assets, we are developing the projects into the different subsidiaries. So 60 crores will be going into the development of the projects, and 20 crores will be the working capital requirement, and remaining will be the GCP. Or lead manager, book running lead manager is Nanolia, RTA is Mashitla, and banker to the issue is Axis Bank. So with this, I would like to thank you, all of you, for attending the webinar.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for providing a comprehensive overview of the company. Now we'll start with Q&A session. I request all the participants to post their question in chat box. So first question we have from Abhilasha Kadam. Please explain the business model more in depth.
So, should I answer, Anjali?
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
So, Ms. Abhilasha, we are into the EPC and development of the solar power projects. EPC we do for the consumers who are having their own electricity consumptions, and they want to get reduce their consumption from the discoms. So we do the EPC for them by solarizing their roofs. And IPP we are doing with the, if you want to reduce your consumption and you don't want to invest, then we do as an investment into the projects. And it will be a long term power purchase agreements, like 15, 20, 25 years, based on the discussions. So we do it both with the private and the government side. The business model. These are the two business model, and third one is the operation and maintenance, basically, of the projects which we have done, either EPC or IPP. So, yeah, Mr. Raj Gandhi, our top preferred suppliers. So right now in Indian suppliers, we are having a top preferred suppliers like Vari Energies Limited, Renewsys, Satvik, Adani is also one of the supplier, and Renew Power is also one of the suppliers. So these are the few suppliers which we are having the solar power panels right now. Insolation Energy is also one of the suppliers, and for inverters we are having the SunGrow, Watt Power, Solis, and Polycab as a inverter suppliers.
Next question from Mr. Rohit. What is the current order book of the company, and what is the average execution time?
Current order book, we are having a 157 megawatt of the LOA with us, and the average execution time for all the projects will be somewhere around a year.
Next question, please. What is the current bid pipeline and its strike rate?
So pipeline is very good, Rohit. Means we are having a pipeline of 300 megawatt. Strike rate though means it should be it could be different in the different tenders, but in the previous tenders we were having a good strike rate of 30-40%.
Okay, sir. Next question from Ms. Thea. Solar module prices are on rise, so how you are mitigating the risk for in progress and won the contract?
So yes, good question, Ms. Dia. Due to the certain changes in, so there is a mix of the solar module prices. So earlier it was reducing. Now due to certain changes in the duty structures, the prices are again increasing. We are having a very close watch over the solar module prices. We are having a very good tie-up with the module manufacturer. So we tries to like close or deals with the module manufacturer for the projects which we are already having.
Next question from Ms. Navya. What is your government and private client contribution to the overall revenues?
So by 2024, I think our complete revenue was by the private clients only. In 2025, it will be a shift towards the government revenue because our project received from the government will be executed in 2024-25 financial year. Some has been executed and some will be coming now.
Next question from Mr. Yash. How are your payment arrangement with our clients?
So payment arrangements it's different everywhere. Like in the EPC, we are having a milestone based payment in which the particular task has been completed. Based on that, we are receiving the receivables are outstanding, and touchwood we are able to get the 100% recovery of the payment from the our customers.
Next question from Sai Arora. What is the working capital cycle?
So working capital cycle in the projects is generally 2 to 3 months.
Okay. Next question from Mr. Rohit. Is the company looking to raise more funds in the future, or will be the IPO funds will be sufficient?
So as per the current demand, IPO funds will be sufficient, but in case the pipeline will be increases or we are having such a good nature of the projects or get the allocation of the projects, then we can think for the further release of the funds in future.
Okay. Next question. Next question from Devesh. Please detail us about issue proceed point in investment in subsidiary, please.
So, yes, Mr. Devesh. So basically, the projects which we have received from government of Rajasthan as a development project, as an IPP project, or from the government of Karnataka. So what we are doing, we are taking the projects into the separate SPVs, so that our cash flow will be maintained separately into those SPVs, and we are able to execute the single projects as whatever the formalities like uh, acquisition of the land has been completed or the PP has been completed. So based on that, we are going ahead further for that. So that's why our proceeds, we have mentioned the breakup also, will be going into the multiple subsidiaries for the development of the projects.
Next question from Ms. Shreya. What is the typical size of putting up IPP project and average price including the land acquisition?
Size of the IPV project is 3 to 10 megawatt, what we are having as of now, and the price will be somewhere around 4 to 4.2 crores per megawatt.
Next question from Mr. Subodh. From where do you procure batteries and other related product for BESS?
So we have not executed any project into the best till now. We are in process of exploration of this particular product, and very soon we will be coming up with the best project also. Till now, we have not sourced any battery for the best project.
Next question from Mr. Rajesh. What is the margin between EPC, IPP, and OL?
So, means it's a different thing. Means you cannot compare the margin between the EPC, IPP, and O&M because all three are the different set of the set of the business, and all three are having the different kind of the requirement of the your time investment, your manpower investment, or your attention, or the risk factors. So there is different at the different scale. So generally, typically the EPC projects gives you a margin of 10 to 15%. Then IPP is having a return of around 16 to 18% on the equity return, and O&M is also a, like you can say, the margin of 20 to 25% or of the gross margin product.
Next question. From Mr. Hardev, what is the typical size or value of the project to be viable to take it?
So in general, as of Solar91, we are typically doing a project which is somewhere in which is having a ticket size of more than a crore now, and that is our viable project to take it.
Okay. Next question. From Mr. Lakshman, what is the rationale for creating separate subsidiary company going forward till there be any separate fundraising listing, so as to diversifying risk and in turn value creation for the parent company?
So right now, as I mentioned, the creating the SPV is for the purpose of the execution, which includes the acquisition of the land, signing of the power purchase agreement, and raising the debt financing for the execution of the project. We have not explored yet for the any further separate the fundraising or the listing opportunities. So we will be letting you when we will be able to explore it fully.
So next question from IPO Central India, repair and maintenance business, if any?
It's not repair and maintenance. We do operation and maintenance of our own projects. We don't do repair and maintenance of other projects.
What are the margins in repair and maintenance business?
We don't do so. I cannot tell you about that.
Yes. Good. Next question from Ms. Harsha. Please give the revenue contribution from each of EPC, IPP, and O&M vertical and future focus on future contribution for these verticals.
So till financial year 2024, you can say the 95% of the revenue were from EPC and 5% were from the O&M vertical. In 25 also majorly it slightly reduced the EPC. There will be the component added into the IPP, and then going further the IPP revenue will be increasing into the books.
Next question. PPA agreements are signed for what rate per unit?
These are the different rates. Means I think I will not be able to disclose it here. So these are the different rate as per the tender happened.
Okay. Next question. In IPP project, what interest rate loans are taken?
So this is typically in the range of 10 to 11%.
Okay. Next question, please. Next question from Mr. Pranay. What kind of top line growth are expecting in FY24 as well as FY26, and what kind of PAT margins we can expect?
So FY25 we are targeting like by end of the September first half we have almost completed 50 crores. 25 we are targeting a revenue of 150 crores, and 26 we are targeting for the 250 crores. The PAT margin is also like we are targeting for somewhere around 10 to 12% of the revenue.
Next question, please. From Mr. Sohil. Where do you see your company in next 3 to 5 years? Any guidance, sir?
The great question. Means we are also very motivated and feeling happy. So I've given the revenue numbers. So based on that, we can see that it will be growing. Means I cannot say further on the where the market capitalization will take up.
Next question. So, how have solar module prices moved in last 12 months in view of lot players entering in solar EPC segment? What should be sustainable EBITDA margin going ahead?
Solar module prices have been moved like in 12 months. Last 12 months, the prices were on the decreasing trend. The recently for last 1 month, there is a slight you can say that increment in the prices or the stabilization of the prices due to the change in the duty structure, as I've confirmed earlier. And the EPC market, yes, in EPC only EPC, yes, it's get competitive because it does not require a different kind of that kind of the differentiation. So it becomes easier for a person to get into the EPC and it reduces the margins. But yes, if you are clubbing your EPC with the IPP, your margins will be intact.
Next question. Mr. Harshit, what is the current land bank and owned and leased for IPP projects?
Uh, I, I I don't remember the actual number, but yes, we are already leased almost land for almost 15 to 20 projects.
Next question. What is the average cost of setting up a 1 megawatt IPP project?
It varies based on what you are doing, and it varies from a 3.7 crore rupees per megawatt to 4.2 crore rupees per megawatt.
Next question. Also, want to understand your vision for the post 2030 when industry hits the saturation point.
So when we were in 2015, we were thinking that in 2020-21 industry will be saturated. So now we are in 24. That's why you are thinking that in 2030 industry will be saturated, and I don't think so, because there will be a lot of the work to do in this industry. It has just started growing, and it's a long way ahead.
Next question, please. From IPO Central India, this market is ripe for consolidation. What are the plans of growing inorganic growth?
Dhaval, can you answer this question, because I didn't get for the consolidation part, because I don't think it's on the consolidating thing, because whatever it's a huge market, and you can take up your pie of the work which you want to execute. Still, Dhaval can share some light on.
So market is ripe for consolidation is actually a positive thing about the entire industry. It means that larger players are looking to expand in all sides. Probably how people will expand it will also be dependent on what focus areas they are looking at, what kind of segments they are wanting to touch, etc., etc. Right? So that factor will also be there. Consolidation probably will also happen on the side where people will say that okay, let's try and look at new geographical areas to expand into, to let's say new market segments or new customer segments to expand into. That will probably be the direction in terms of consolidation also happen. Next.
Next question. Ms. Dhavni, which states are covered under the PM Kusum scheme?
So currently, no. So currently about 8 or 9 states have aggressively picked up the scheme. It is also being rolled out in other states as we go forward. So Rajasthan, Haryana, Punjab, Madhya Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh, Maharashtra, Gujarat, Karnataka. These are the top states that are doing this. Bihar, top states which have rolled out the scheme at some extent. Others are also going to slowly catch up. So Andhra Pradesh is going to do it now. Telangana is also going to do it now. Others will also catch up very soon, I'm sure.
Next question, please. From Mr. Arav. What is order book for EPC and IPP?
157 megawatt IPP projects we have mentioned will be coming. We'll be doing EPC for that, and then it will be coming as a recurring revenue in the SPVs.
Next question from Mr. Rohit. What caused the operating margin to increase from 2% to 9% in 24? And are these margins sustainable in the future?
Reduction in costs. So since the technological innovation has been done and economies of the scale has been achieved, so the cost of the raw material has been reduced, and which has given the advantage of increment in the margins. And these are the cost of the modules are the very sustainable price right now, and at these prices the delivering of the project and ROI for the investor is also very good. Getting these margins as a like operating margin is a easier task now.
Next question from Mr. Amit Chaudhary. What risk you foresee in this business for future perspective?
Means the business, the risks are there, but I don't think as at a particular risk for which we can discuss here as of now.
Normal businesses are only there in the business, I think, which are part of any business that is happening. Only those risks are nothing specific on this business.
Next question, please. In EPC, any retention of money by clients?
It depends on your negotiation, the period, amount, and mechanism. Both depends on your negotiation, and we are. That's why we mentioned that we are able to recover the 100% of the amount in the past.
Next question, please. What portion of the revenue is recurring in nature?
Recurring revenue will be from the IPP projects where the power will be sold to the government, and that will be a recurring revenue of every month.
What is your thought on waste generation once the modules are obsolete? And are you working on some plans on recycling that?
Very nice question, but since it is having a 25 years of life, so it has not been achieved in India yet. So once we will be able to achieve 25 years, and after that also we need to see that whether the complete solar panels are not usable, then only we will be going to the recycling thing. Otherwise, if it could be usable or can produce the power, I don't think there will be requirement of that recycling in the near future. Maybe in a later future, there are methodologies developed for the recycling of the solar panels also, in which they are segregating the silicon, silver, glass, everything, and complete metal refining processes has been done on the panels, and coming up the complete metal segregation of the metal happening.
Next question from Mr. Harshit. Will be there more depreciation tax benefit due to the higher IPP project in future?
Yes, it will be there.
Next question, please. What portion of the revenue is it is already done? Can we next question, please? From Mr. Pranay, sir, what will lead our company to growth in coming years?
So for the growth is like the demand in the country is there. The projects which will be executing as fast, we will be growing faster. So the key of the growth is the faster execution of the project.
Next question from Mr. Rashmi. How do you see competitive in solar EPC and its sustainability, and how much order book is in hand?
To Ms. Rashmi, we have already mentioned about the order book, and competition is already there. We have mentioned that the competition is there in the EPC business, and if you tie up with the IPP thing, your competition gets reduced. And we are having an order book of the IPP business of 157 megawatt for which the EPC to be done, and that's how we are going ahead. And we are planning for development of the solar parks also. So that will also be an additional order.
Next question from Mr. Deepak. Your revenue model is changing from EPC to IPP model. Why are you moving towards it?
Because from EPC to IPP, we are able to scale the projects. We are able to get more order book, able to secure more order book at a better margins, and it's easier for us to develop and execute the things off.
Next question from Ananya. What is the IPO valuation and how you want to justify the same?
I think Dhaval can answer on this question.
IPO valuation, so we are totally raising 106 crores in the IPO, and the valuation at the upper price band will be 400 crores, as the price band is 85 to 195. Second question was how will justify the same. So I think it's at par with industry peers who are listed in the unlisted space.
Next question, please. From Ms. Anandi. Please explain your business opportunity in solar park and its impact on profit margin.
So in India, a lot of the industrial consumers are there who are consuming the huge power from the thermal or the coal plants, but they are not able to go for the renewable energy because they are not having the space to implement the solar project. So solar power park is a product which provides an opportunity for such kind of the consumers to get the ample number of the power from the solar parks and can reduce their electricity consumption. So this is actually increasing the profit margin of their business. So this subsequently is having a very good target market. So we can, if we are able to develop that thing, so that will definitely going to increase the profit margin.
Next question from Mr. Amit. Who are your top 5 customers? How much they contribute to over revenue in FY24?
So I don't remember exactly, but few
So
industrial.
I'll take this one basically. This is not a very customer centric industry in the sense of us having too much of customer risk. Our top 5 customers in 24 may not be our customers in 25, may not be our customers in 26. They may also contribute very less in sense of our revenues in subsequent years. So I think where your question is coming from, that risk is not there as part of this business.
Next. What is the idea behind the name Solar91?
Nice question, Abhilasha, and I think Saurabh has already answered, and he will answer again for this.
Okay, so Abhilasha, as we said that we wanted to keep a simple name with a high retention, and solar was a word which was the best word, right? But solar, you would not get a company called Solar Private Limited. So we also thought this is solar for India, and 91 is India's code. So that's how Solar 91 came into picture.
Thank you.
Wishing you all the best for the
Yeah.
IPO.
Thank you, everyone.
What is a presentation flow? Everything. Okay.
Thank you for coming.
I believe.
Thank you, everyone.
So I believe we have addressed most of the questions. So I would like to conclude this meeting. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. All the best for the IPO. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.